Did you know that over 500 million people worldwide live with diabetes? And what's even more alarming is that this number keeps growing. Every year, millions of new cases are diagnosed, and nutrition is one of the key factors that can either control or worsen this condition. Many people believe that fruits, being natural, are always a safe choice. But not all fruits are allies when it comes to blood sugar control. Some can actually act as true sugar bombs disguised as healthy food. Today's video will reveal the 5 best fruits for diabetics, the ones that truly help maintain stable blood sugar levels. And I'll also reveal the 5 forbidden fruits you must avoid if you want to preserve your health and quality of life. Stay with me until the end because fruit number 4 will surprise you. It's something that people striving for a healthy life eat every day, but it can be extremely harmful for those with diabetes. Before we dive into the list, it's important to understand something fundamental. Not all fruits impact the body in the same way. There's a concept called glycemic index, which measures how quickly a food raises your blood sugar levels. There's also the glycemic load, which considers the amount of carbohydrates per serving. This means that even nutritious fruits, depending on the amount and type, can cause major spikes in blood sugar. That's why it's not enough to just choose healthy fruits. You need to know exactly which ones are safe, how to consume them, and in what quantities. Now that you know this, let's move on to the list of the best fruits for diabetics. Starting with our first big ally, avocado. Yes, avocado. This fruit is rich in healthy fats, especially monounsaturated fatty acids, which help improve insulin sensitivity and lower blood sugar levels. On top of that, avocado has an extremely low glycemic index, meaning it barely affects your blood sugar. Here's a practical tip: add avocado to your salads or enjoy it as a spread with lemon and fresh herbs. This way, you can enjoy all its benefits without risks. The second fruit worth highlighting is blackberry. Small in size, but massive in benefits. Blackberries are packed with fiber, antioxidants, and bioactive compounds that help regulate glucose metabolism. They also have a low glycemic index, making them perfect for snacks and desserts without fear. A great idea is to mix fresh blackberries with plain, unsweetened yogurt for a delicious and safe snack. Third on the list is the green apple. Unlike the red varieties, green apples have less sugar and more fiber, especially when eaten with the peel. This fiber slows down the digestion of carbohydrates, promoting a gradual release of glucose into the bloodstream. Green apples are practical to carry and consume daily, making them an excellent snack option for those who need to control diabetes and maintain stable energy throughout the day. The fourth fruit on our list is kiwi. Rich in vitamin C, potassium, and soluble fiber, kiwi also boasts a low glycemic index. Its high antioxidant content contributes to cardiovascular health, a major concern for diabetics. Pro tip: eat kiwi for breakfast, combined with a protein source like scrambled eggs, to create a balanced meal that helps stabilize blood sugar from the very first hours of your day. Closing the list of the best fruits for diabetics, we have the pear. Just like green apples, pears are excellent when eaten with the skin, offering a significant amount of fiber. Fiber not only helps with glycemic control but also promotes intestinal health and a feeling of fullness. A smart idea is to have a pear after lunch as a dessert to help curb appetite and maintain stable sugar levels throughout the afternoon. Now that you know the fruits that can be powerful allies in controlling diabetes, comment below. Which of these fruits do you already enjoy in your daily routine? Your comment might inspire others to discover new healthy and delicious options. Now it's time to talk about the fruits that, unfortunately, should be avoided if you are trying to maintain diabetes control. Starting with the first one on the list, ripe bananas. As bananas ripen, their natural sugar content increases considerably. This means that a ripe, spotted banana can cause a dangerous blood sugar spike. If you love bananas, prefer them less ripe and always consume them in small portions, ideally paired with a healthy fat or protein source to reduce the glycemic impact. The second forbidden fruit is mango. Delicious and packed with vitamins, yes, but extremely high in natural sugars. Eating mangoes, especially in large quantities, can rapidly raise blood sugar levels, posing a risk to those struggling with glycemic control. If you love mangoes, limit yourself to very small portions combined with fiber-rich foods, but in general, it's better to avoid them altogether. Third on our list is watermelon. Refreshing and very popular on hot days, watermelon has a high glycemic index. It releases sugar into the blood quickly, leading to dangerous spikes. Watermelon also contains a lot of water, which can mask the amount of sugar you're actually consuming in a single slice. Therefore, if you have diabetes, it's strongly recommended to limit or even avoid eating watermelon. The fourth forbidden fruit is grapes. Small, sweet, and irresistible, grapes are packed with fructose, a type of sugar that can quickly raise blood sugar levels, especially when eaten in excess. Because they're small, it's easy to eat large quantities without realizing it. And overeating grapes can lead to major blood sugar spikes that are difficult to control. Finally, figs close our list of forbidden fruits. Both fresh and dried figs are extremely sweet. The dried version is even more dangerous because the water content is removed, concentrating the sugars. Eating figs, especially dried figs, is almost like eating pure sugar for a diabetic. Therefore, this fruit should be avoided as much as possible to preserve blood sugar stability. As a bonus tip for those who stayed until now, always pair fruits, even the safe ones, with a protein or healthy fat source. This slows down carbohydrate digestion and prevents blood sugar spikes. For example, eat green apples with a tablespoon of natural peanut butter, or kiwi with plain yogurt, simple combinations that work wonders for your health. Many people think that simply choosing low glycemic fruits is enough. But attention, the amount you consume is just as important as the type of fruit. Even low glycemic foods can become enemies if eaten in large quantities. For example, eating one small green apple is excellent, but eating 3 at once changes the entire glycemic load of your snack. Glycemic load considers the total carbohydrate content proportion, directly affecting your blood sugar spikes. Therefore, portion control is crucial. If possible, weigh or measure your fruits until you get a good sense of appropriate serving sizes. Generally, it's recommended to consume 1 to 2 servings of fruit per meal, depending on your doctor's or nutritionist's advice. Another decisive factor in fruit consumption for diabetics is fiber content. Fiber is essential because it slows the digestion of carbohydrates, helping to prevent glucose spikes. Fruits rich in fiber, such as green apples, pears, and blackberries, are excellent choices for this reason. Always opt to consume whole fruits with the peel whenever possible. Juices, even natural ones, should be avoided. They strip out the fiber and concentrate the sugar, rapidly elevating blood sugar. Another great tip is to pair fruits with fiber-rich foods like oats, chia seeds, or flax seeds. This combination is powerful for keeping blood sugar levels stable and promoting a longer-lasting feeling of fullness. Dried fruits may seem like a healthy and convenient option, but they pose a huge risk for diabetics. When fruits are dehydrated, they lose their water content and concentrate all their natural sugars into a much smaller volume. This means that eating a handful of raisins, dried apricots, or dried figs exposes you to a very high sugar load, often without realizing it. Moreover, many commercially available dried fruits are sweetened and contain preservatives, making things even worse. For diabetics, the best approach is to avoid dried fruits. If consumed, it should be in tiny amounts and always combined with a protein or healthy fat source. Fresh fruits are always the better choice. Remember, convenience should never come at the cost of your health. Did you know that the timing of fruit consumption can make a huge difference in blood sugar control? Eating fruits early in the morning, when your body is still adjusting its metabolism, can be beneficial if combined with a balanced breakfast. In contrast, eating fruits late at night, right before bed, can be risky, especially for type 2 diabetics, because metabolism slows down and blood sugar may remain elevated overnight. The best strategy is to eat fruits in the morning or mid-afternoon as part of balanced snacks. Also, always combine fruits with proteins, like eggs, white cheeses, or unsweetened yogurt, to create slower-absorbing meals and better glycemic control. Avoid eating fruits alone during extended fasting periods or right before bedtime whenever possible. When we talk about fruits and diabetes, many myths come up that end up confusing those who need strict dietary control. One of the biggest myths is that diabetics can't eat any fruit. That's false. The key is choosing the right fruits and managing portion sizes. Another common myth is believing that natural or organic fruits are automatically safe. The truth is that a fruit's glycemic index depends on its composition, not on its growing method. One more mistake is thinking that drinking fruit juice is the same as eating whole fruits. Juices concentrate sugar and remove the fiber, making them much more harmful. Knowing these differences is fundamental for making informed choices. It's not about eliminating fruits. It's about choosing wisely, moderating portions, and creating habits that support long-term glycemic control. If you enjoyed this content and want to receive more practical and valuable tips to take care of your health, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss the next videos. And don't forget to share this video with friends and family who also need this information. See you in the next video.